Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedlys. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and thank you for being here. I have my coffee again this morning. Quickly, I wanted to share what I put in my coffee. I put a few things in my coffee. One of them is, many of you know, is MSM salt crystals by Happy Body, and that helps with my arthritic hands and my spine, and it helped unlock a frozen shoulder. So I use that, and I also started recently because I was drinking green matcha tea, and green matcha tea has L-theanine in it. Ta-da! L-theanine. L-theanine is a very calming agent. It will take away the jitters, and so that's why a lot of people prefer green matcha tea over regular caffeine. But you can put the bulk version of L-theanine into it, and I use a little electric whip with a little, just takes a little battery, and it's very small, and I put it right in my cup with my cream, and I whip it, and you can't even taste it, and I can't taste it or notice that it's even in there. So I'm a very nervous person, and I have noticed a difference. I take the capsules at nighttime, and then I do the powder in my coffee in the morning. So I just wanted to share that because a lot of people who have been through narc abuse or have had trauma in their life have probably racked up quite the nervous system, as well as the adrenal glands being wiped out. So it helps. It helps. I'm really into whatever can calm me down. Also, but the benefit of having a really sensitive nervous system, because there was a study that I was researching a couple of years ago. I can't remember what university it was, but it was one of the very top ones in the United States. And it was about astro traveling. And they concluded that with astro travel, no, excuse me, it was NASA, I take that back. It was NASA that did an astro traveling study. And they found out that you have to have a sensitive nervous system. So that's the side benefit of astro traveling, which also means you're more connected, which also they concluded that you needed to be right-brained and not left-brained. So that's the other thing. If anyone's trying to have a spiritual awakening and do this kind of stuff, it does require a very sensitive nervous system, as well as being preferably right-brained. They did conclude that in other studies I went into, that people who can spend years and years and years doing yoga and meditation, and if they're left-brained, it just never happens. Sadly for the left-brainers, but that is just, it is what it is. So just thought I'd put that out there. I am very right-brained, definitely not left-brained, because I'm absolutely horrific with math. So there you have it. So I've always been the artistic child, the little eccentric, little artistic one. So anyways, here we go. Getting to business now, quickly. Getting to business. Let's find out about Epstein and Markle, because it is rumored that he could not stand her and he let her go. So I just want to get a general energy vibe on how Epstein felt about Markle. How did Epstein feel about her personality? And that would be because he could not control her. He could not control her. There we go. Knight of Swords in reverse. So at the Knight of Swords in reverse, he felt she was very reckless and disregarding and unpredictable and a danger to him. There you have it. Didn't like her. So he cut her out. That knife's down, cutting you out and letting you go. And my dogs are running around me. Okay, there they go. Odin's crawling underneath the bed, and Penelope is nearby. There we go. So if you hear some dogs, you know it's a little active this morning. Challenging position for Epstein. Challenging position for Epstein with Markle. With Markle, what's the challenging position? Challenging position is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, he didn't think that he can get anywhere with her. The slow and steady was not going to win the race with her. So he didn't like the messages that she could put out there. He didn't like the missions that she could do. What she's capable of was more on the darker side, and inferiority complex. And he decided that she was kind of lazy and there'd be no rewards with her. So he gave up on her. She wasn't worth it. Let's get to the focal point here. The focal point for Epstein is, yep, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, wow, he really didn't like her. He felt that she would be in a bad direction, out of control, bad luck, really bad luck for him, and put him in a rut. Did not want her. It would be a bad cycle. It is not her time to work for him, probably never to, and the tide would turn in a very negative way with her, getting very negative karma coming his way. It would not be a positive direction, nor would it feel abundant having her. Let's get to the hidden energy with Epstein's feelings on Markle. Epstein's feelings on Markle. There we go. We have here the Knight of Wands upright. The Knight of Wands upright. A lot of knights here. My goodness. Knight of Wands upright is focusing on fearless direction. He had a fearless direction he was going down, and it can be very unrealistic. She probably was not willing to play along. He didn't have, so that's why he cut her loose here. Because what he does could be very reckless. And he didn't trust her. Let's get to the past position here. Past position for Epstein on Markle. What I have here is the Four of Swords in reverse. It gave him a lot of anxiety. He needed to act. He was ready to act. Lots of anxiety with the Four of Swords in reverse. Going into the future with Epstein and Markle. There it is. He had no sentimental feelings for her whatsoever. She wasn't family. He didn't view her as family. She wasn't going to be part of his little family. Okay, that is the karmic relationship, nostalgia. There was a lack of support. He didn't like that. He didn't like that she wouldn't support his vision. And this is someone who's breaking free from the family unit. So, and with emotional baggage. He thought she had emotional baggage. She wasn't going along. She was dwelling on things without working hard. Did not have sentimental, any good feelings for her. Let's get to the feelings in the situation. I can see where already it's going. Feelings in the situation. He had a very difficult decision to make. This is also commitment issues. She had commitment issues. Didn't like that. So he needed to take off his blindfold and see clearly what he was going to do. So there was a difficult decision to make. The outside influences. Yep, juggling work and play. It was a juggling act. She probably was doing acting at the same time. It was part of that, what was interfering with his operation. So it was a juggling act of work and play. According to him, that was just play. He wanted her to work. Here we go. The next position is the hopes and fears, is remaining peaceful. Peace, fair fight afterwards. He fought with her too much. Her big egos, the clashing of the egos. He decided it would be better to be living in peace by letting her go. And then he thought that she was an emotional manipulator with the Queen of Cups in reverse, and she was too smothering and probably did the pity plays and lots of crying and lots of victimhood. Couldn't stand it. Wanted a strong woman who didn't give him issues, in essence. Let's get to the final call. The final call on Epstein and Markle. Epstein and Markle. What do I have here? Yep, he decided to backstab her, let her go. There was nothing good there for him. It's not in it for him. You're out of here. You're too much of a heavy burden. Very heavy burden, and I'm taking you out. So this is what he ended up doing. You're just too much of a burden for me, and I'm just going to stab you in the back. You're also a betrayal. He knew that she would betray him. Burdened and betrayed. He would lose his reputation by keeping her. And it's the victimhood card too. She likes to play victim. A lot of fake connections. And end of a cycle. So he ended her. Yes, he did let her go. Absolutely. In the center of the deck, what do I have here? I have the Hermit in reverse. He felt she didn't know her direction. It would be unwise to keep her. It wouldn't be smart. And so he decided that he wanted to remain his own inner strength. It took inner strength to do what he did. Yeah. And that she was not going to be part of that path that he was trying to light for himself with that Hermit in reverse. And so, she would not take advice. She would not take any advice that was given to her. Does that ring a bell? Yes, it does. She's that way with everyone. So the Hermit in reverse is someone who refuses to take any wisdom from anyone older. She made him feel stupid, and that she was the strong one and he was the stupid one. And so they had these battles here. And, he had this realization, I got to maintain my strength here, so I'm taking her out. She's not staying. She's just simply not going to stay here with me. let's clarify that Hermit in reverse. Let's get some more on that Hermit in reverse. Hermit in reverse. Yeah, destroyed, stuck, Four of Swords. This here is, yeah, he was afraid about being destroyed, so he destroyed her. You know, that's two parasites, you know, battling it out. Narc on narc action, really, or psychopath action. One had to take one out. They just don't work well together, and someone's going to be destroyed, and it was her, not him. So he took her out, and he did create a defeated position for her right here. So, yeah, he knew that she was nothing but a defeat. At the bottom of the deck, we have here Knight of Wands in reverse. He knew it was unachievable expectations to keep her, and that he did not have enthusiasm or energy for her. In the center of the deck with this particular deck, he knew she'd be a betrayer, once again, and that he would have to heal, be forced to heal from whatever she would do. And then the other part of the deck was, yeah, she would betray the family unit. Once again, she's someone who cannot be trusted within the family, his family, which he considered his family, and that she would betray and break everyone, and we'd all be forced to heal. So once again, she cannot take advice. She will not listen to superiors. He was the superior. He was the wise old man that she refused to hear out. So it was his gig. It was his operation. She probably came in and was trying to tell him how to do it. So yeah, he cut her loose. Definitely cut her loose. So I thank you for someone bringing that up to me. And yeah, I'm going to agree with that big time. It's just wherever she goes, there she is, right? She repeats the same behavior, and it doesn't matter who it is. If it's Hollywood, it doesn't matter who it is. She always has to be in control of everything, and that is the biggest red flag of a narc, is they have to be in control. They got to run the operation, no matter where they are. They could be the person working in the mailroom, and within a week, they're going to be telling the CEO how to work the mailroom. That's how they are. That, you know, no, you need to make me the head of the mailroom. They want to move up real quickly. You know, nope, this isn't being done right. Let me tell you how to do it. That's Markle. So that's why things don't work out for her. She's constantly trying to be a wrecking ball. She comes in like a wrecking ball and just wants to take over. So that's how I see it. So thanks for the individual who requested that. I didn't take your name down. And also, we do know that Oprah came out. Oprah came out swinging, saying that she was not home the weekend that Meghan and Harry and her girlfriend went by her house. And also, it leaked out also that the girlfriend that was in the car admitted recently, allegedly, it's now coming out that there were no kids in the car. She never saw any kids. And that there was no Oprah. Oprah said she was taking care of her dying dad, and she had a party for her dying dad, and that's what I got in the cards, was that there was no way, and as well as the body language guy saying that they never even made it in the gate. So that's been fully confirmed. Full total liars. We cannot trust anything that they put out in the PR, nor what they say out of their pie hole, right? So let's get some quick on the friend. And what does she think about Markle now and all her lies, because she is coming out apparently. So let's get some on that friend of hers, the actress. She is a Bali actress, and she was the one who was chewing out Markle. Yeah, it's an idealistic situation. She doesn't see Markle as that idealistic individual that she paints herself to be. I'm going to just clarify that, just pull a few here, because my dog is going to probably act up in a minute here. Yeah, she's revealing all the lies, making everything come out. It was all a fantasy. What they did going to Oprah's was all a lie. It's just an illusion. So she is opening up that illusion. And then we also have here, yeah, 8 of Cups in reverse. So it's looking like she may have wanted to walk away from the situation, and she's learning things from it. She's learning that Markle is a liar. She's learning that she's never going to overcome her emotional issues with movements, and she tried overcoming something with movements, and it was a failure. I'm going to calculate these. This comes to 18, comes to 26, and that's valued at 0. 26 comes to 7 of Diamonds. Is the juice worth the squeeze card? So she was taking stock and seeing if there was any growth with the relationship, because that's that tree where people are looking at the tree, looking at the coins on the tree. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Is this relationship worth it? I think she's figuring it's not. She doesn't think it's worth it because her reputation is so bad. Doesn't matter what she does. She's never going to overcome it with movements. It doesn't matter what she advises Markle. Markle doesn't listen. She can't listen to Epstein. You think she's going to listen to another actress? Highly unlikely. So she's wondering, is the juice worth the squeeze, even being connected to Markle? Yeah, Queen of Cups again in reverse, emotionally unavailable within the partnership. Yeah, so it's really a one-sided relationship, I'd say. It's a false relationship here because the Queen of Cups in reverse is a woman who will go with men who do not love her. It's also the prostitute card. I learned that from a book of tarot that I recently got, that the Queen of Cups is a woman who will go with men for payment. And I could show you that book in a bit, but I don't have it on my table right now. But I was like, whoa, okay. New reason to, new way to look at Queen of Cups in reverse is the prostitute card. So she kind of knows about Markle's dark side, and that she does dualities, such as with Harry, and she doesn't love him. She went with him, and she does not feel bonded nor connected to him at all. There is no connection, nor does she truly have a connection with Markle, because Markle is an emotional manipulator, smothering, acts all highly emotional to get things her way. That calculates to 12, 13, 14, comes to 4 of Diamonds, greedy miser card. So it's all about money. Yeah, it's all about money. And is the juice worth the squeeze being friends with this woman? And I think she's concluding that it's time to hit the road. It looks like she may not want to be involved at all. Altogether, let's count that. Comes to 40. 40 comes to 10 of Spades, earthquake. Yeah, she's going to earthquake her. 10 of Swords, basically. And then the Joseph Magi, it's called earthquake. So she's going to earthquake her, take her down, which is also, you know, the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is the swift betrayal, the backstabbing, victimhood, fake connection. It's a fake connection. They're not truly friends. It's the end of the cycle. Her girlfriend's going to dump her, or she fears that Markle is just going to betray her, so she kind of took her down before she gets taken down by Markle. So it's looking like she earthquaked her first. I'll earthquake you before you earthquake me, because this friendship isn't truly a friendship. It's a fake friendship. And you're fakely with your husband. This whole image, everything about this is fake. And nothing that I can do or she can do will overcome this, because there is nothing idealistic about her. She puts out negative messages here. She has emotional needs that are not met, and it's all about fantasy. Fantasy that I'm letting people know it's a fantasy, walking away. So yeah, very fake relationship. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.